Chapter 7 The bestest pony ever. What's up, people? I'd like to start off by extending my apologies to my unregistered reviewer. All I have to say is, I guess you caught me. I'm sorry if I offended you or any other fellow writers reading my stories. I know I'm not the best writer out there, and truthfully it is unfair to hug the top spots from others who are putting so much work and effort into the writing. The last thing I want is to hurt anyone's feelings, so let it be put on the record that I promise to stop the charade. Anyway, now that I've said that, let's continue with your feature fanfare presentation, shall we? Tranquility. Peace. Silence. All of it was shattered when Dash hit the ground. She was flying in the middle of a field near Town Hall. It was a calm green pasture, far away from the disaster that was her cousin. Or was she the disaster? Whatever it was, Dash couldn't decide. This was the reason for her sudden crash. The time was 6 o'clock. About 3 hours since Dash had fled Flashlight Cottage. The silent practice was covered in bruises and cuts, a result of non-stop practicing and rigorous routines. The Wonderbolts were going to be at the town hall at 8, and the Pegasus wanted to make sure she would be ready. But the burn of the Wonderbolts wasn't the only thing weighing on Dash's mind. Every time the Pegasus soared up for a dive, a picture of a certain lightning-tailed stallion flashed through her mind. The picture of perfection, and how she loathed it. Dash began to spiral down, corkscrewing speedily towards the ground. At the last minute, she would pull up, pulling off a perfect 90-degree angle at high speed. At least that was the plan. But the trick required immense amounts of concentration. And if there was anything Dash was concentrated on, it was how her friends had so easily forgotten her in favor of Lightning. How they talked about him like he was special, kind, gentle, and strong. How she knew they were right. And of course, how she hated it. As he saw spiral through her mind, her body was quickly spiraling towards the ground. Finally, she collided with the dirt, her momentum sending her spiraling across the pasture. Tired and dejected, Rainbow Dash lay there on her back, staring up at the blue sky, her domain, or at least she thought it was, until today. Her wings ached, and her body was sore from the numerous bruises scattered about her body. Her wind-blown mane was even messier than usual, clumps of dirt and grass sticking in her matted fur. She tried to get up, but instead she fell onto her back once again, and this made her blood boil with rage. Angry, she pounded the ground, shouting, "Fucking hell! You're buffalo shitting me!" And so, seeing as though she could do anything but rest, Dash lay there, solemnly staring up at the fluffy clouds overhead. But very soon, those clouds began to look like the faces of her friends, and so she turned her attention to the horizon. The sun shone in Celestia's entire splendor, beginning to glow orange in a slow descent. Dash never really did understand why Celestia took so much time into making the sunset, even though it was only to make room for the night. But then again, something amazing like this would be too good to miss, Dash thought, a half-hearted grin on her face. But the warmth wouldn't last for long, because she knew it. She was thinking about her cousin again. Her mind had been a non-stop replay of the last 12 hours, remembering every single moment, and no amount of sunlight and beauty could take her mind off of this one. Sure, the last few hours hadn't been the best of her life, but one thing was certain. If she impressed Wonderbolts today, it wouldn't matter what Lightning had done today, because soon she would be the one up there, the one whom everyone, including her friends, would be watching. It may just be only for a moment, but any moment was better than having to put up with her cousin. At least in Rainbow Dash's mind, anyway. Although her wings were still a bit sore, the Pegasus found the strength to get back on her hoofs and slowly lift herself off the ground. Tonight would be the night she would finally perform the Buccaneer Blaze in front of the Wonderbolts. That was a plan, and if she was to do it, she had to have the utmost concentration. Step 1. Gain altitude. Pegasus climbed high in the orange sky. Step 2. Nosedive. She quickly jumped down, dragging herself towards the earth at high speeds. And Step 3. The Flash. Flash. Lightning Flash. Such a nice pony. With a slam, she hit the ground, hoofs first. Precisely for any other Pegasus, the collision would have shattered their front legs. But it was Rainbow Dash, who was used to this kind of crash. So she rolled at the impact, escaping without injury. But the crash might as well have broken her, because the failure hurt just as much. Angered, she covered her face with the hooves, groaning. She didn't move for a few minutes, until she heard somebody from a few meters away. The voice was calling out frantically, and Dash hoped it wasn't who she thought it was. Unfortunately for her, Lightning's voice ran out straight and clear. "Urso!" The silent Pegasus quickly got up, just in time for Sam taking a loving hug. Much to Dash's dismay. "Gracias a Celestia, Dash. I've been looking for you for hours. We thought you got lost in the forest or something, and we were afraid we wouldn't find you before nighttime. Dash shrugged her cousin off and dismissively. Well, I'm fine. Besides, I wasn't even gone for that long. The ponies began to walk back in the direction of Ponyville. Jess was keeping her distance from her cousin, who, unbeknown to her, was letting her have the room she needed. Why'd you run off like that? Lanny questioned sincerely. Because I wanted to practice the Buccaneer Blaze. By myself, Dash answered. It was only half the truth, though, and she kept the rest of the story to herself. The stunning Wilson replied, fascinated. The Buccaneer Blaze, huh? You don't forget who touched that one, right? Lanny's attempt to cheer the mirror was futile. Instead, Dash refused to acknowledge the stallion. Rolling her eyes, it continued to trot silently, leaving Lanny even more confused than ever. The 2 ponies began to near the outskirts of the village, still not speaking a word. Concerned, Lanny finally told her, Come on, Dash. I'm your cousin. I can tell that this is about more than just a waterbowl show tonight. I told you, I just want to practice alone. The mare sped a little too quickly. Dash, all I'm trying to do is help, Lanny began. I can't stand to see you mad. You know that. And if it's about me, well, you can tell me. The Rainbow My Pony couldn't help but groan at the stallion's statement. Her cousin's unlimited reserves of kindness were weighing down on her. She didn't know if she could stand another minute of it. Yet he was family, and she didn't have the heart to tell him what was wrong. So, glancing at Lanny from the corner of her eye, Dash said softly, Lanny, maybe you should just leave me alone for a little bit. Give me some time to think. That'll help me. The son paused to look at his cousin. He exhaled uncomfortably, and although every word was being told him not to let her go, he answered submissively. Well, if that's what you want, Prima, I'm not going to stop you. But I'm still going to pick the water bowls to cheer you on, Arako. Just to remember, he began to finish. But as Jazz began to flap her wings, a happy voice got out. Look, there he is! The rainbow was already a few meters in the air, but she could still make out the make-shape of 3 fillies, making their way towards the stallion below. The dreadful voice belonged to Sweetie Belle, accompanied with the rest of the Kiyomar Crusaders. Although Dash was ready to fly away, she couldn't help but watch the scene that unfolded below her. Lightning was still staring up at his cousin, but then the 3 fellas surrounded him, catching his attention. Hi, Lightning, Saber cried. See, he's the one who came over to help my sister. Isn't he cool? Evelyn replied. Yeah, I remember you. You helped Applejack pick the apples this morning, right? Lightning, although wearing a gentle smile on his face, was still trying to talk to his cousin waiting up in the high in the sky. Yes, I did. Permiso, little ones. I just need to put the young ponies, although innocent in their nature, continue to tug about him. Sweetbell asked him to show him his tail, and Lightning Flash, not wanting to reject the youngster's request, reluctantly flashed his lightning bolt-shaped tail. The fish reacted merrily, and the rainbow pegs found it a bit amusing to see them jump around excitedly. Except for Scooter, who for once stood still, gazing at the steel-colored stallion. The orange filly's eyes shone with intrigue, a trait that tempted Judge and Fiend. Not because of Lightning's safety, but because she could tell what Scooter was thinking. She knew, because the glimmer upon the young filly's eyes was the same look Scooter gave as she watched Rainbow do her tricks. With a jubilant smile, Scooter broke out of her prance, exclaiming, Wow, you have got to be, like, the coolest, bestest pony ever! Rainbow tried to pluck the words out, but it was no use. She had heard them loud and clear. Those words were a knife in her chest, sharing her world, leaving her heart an empty vacuum. And just like a flood, anger and frustration rushed in to fill in the spaces. The words kept repeating in her mind over and over. All her friends and now the little ones too? I thought I was your idol, Scoots. I was the one you looked up to. And now Lenny can't even let me have that. Now she didn't even care about her and her cousin's feelings. Now she felt only pure hatred, and although she wouldn't admit to herself, jealousy. She was broken, betrayed, and perhaps most of all, she was determined to take her loved ones back. Nothing would get in her way, not even the beloved cousin she once looked up to. With a scowl, she jetted off, putting distance from the group beneath her. Lightning saw her fly away, called out, Dash, wait! But the words were of no use, because the only voice the silent man heard was that of Sparkle. If only she was more like you. The Reaper made Pegasus stared intently at the illustrious sun setting over the horizon, remembering her prodigy's words. I'll show them who's the best around is. Here is, Dash promised herself. But despite the determination in her soul, a part of her couldn't help but wonder if she could keep her promise. What is... Oh wait, I did this already. Whatever. Well, I pretty much said all that I need to say already, so... Yeah. Oh, and of course I can't forget... Reveal!